Hi guys, Jenna here with Tiny House Giant Journey. I'm back here at Mount Hood Tiny House Village in Welches, Oregon, and I'm going to take you on a tour of the tiny house called Lincoln. So this tiny house, like all the others here for rent at the Mount Hood Tiny House Village, is a Tumbleweed Tiny Home. This one is a Tumbleweed Cypress plan, which means it has this side porch. Let's go check out the inside. So as you enter inside of the tiny house called Lincoln, you can see that there is a loft upstairs with a storage staircase. And then to my left is seating for 3 at a dining table. And then over here is a seating area in the bump out, similar to my tiny house actually. So we got the bay windows. My tiny house is actually over there. You can see it. Haha. And then the other 4 tiny houses that are available for rent. We already have a tour of Atticus, so check out my channel or click on the link below if you want to see that tour. They have a TV here on a swivel, so you can watch it while you're sitting down, when you're at the dining table, or when you are in the kitchen, which is next. First, I'll show you, just like all the others, just like Atticus, it has a mini split, so that is cooling and heating. So here we have the kitchen. There's a little bit of storage on the side here for some mechanics, it looks like. And then it has a 2-burner stove, electric. They have, you know, the dishes all provided for, sink, other cooking utensils provided for, trash can, whatever, you know, a usual vacation rental might have, coffee machine. A little refrigerator, just like in Atticus, so it's got a refrigerator freezer combo. And Lincoln actually sleeps 5 people, if you can believe it. So this is a 26-foot. You can tell it's a lot bigger than Atticus, which is only 20. But like Atticus, it has the same closet. So for your clothes or for your suitcase, if you're staying here, for the downstairs sleeping space. This one is very popular because usually there are older couples who do not want to sleep in a loft. So this is actually a sleep space for 2 people. It's, I think it's only a full-size bed, but you can fit 2 people on it. It might be a queen. I'm not exactly sure about that. One thing I want to point out is because it's a Tumbleweed RVIA certified tiny house, it has a emergency exit on the back, an egress window. That is something that is required of RVIA. Just a little tidbit in case you were wondering what that red handle was. But yeah, it's basically just a bedroom right there. I showed you the closet, and then if we back up a little bit, on the other side of the hallway across from the kitchen is the bathroom. This bathroom is going to be very similar to the Atticus. It has a full-size shower, 32 by 32, standard size that you can see in most houses. And toilet, flush toilet, and all of these, tiny little sink, and a vanity with some towels and toiletry. Hi. Next, I will show you the upstairs. So if you'll crawl with me up these stairs, they do have storage available inside of them. I guess they have towels and other things provided in there. And they're a lot easier to climb than you might think because you can hang on to the handrail. So now I'm upstairs. Now I did say that the Lincoln sleeps 5, and the reason why is they have this extra long loft with dormers. So they've included another twin-size bed here. So if you have a family with a young child, you know, maybe a family of 5 wants to do a vacation here and not actually have to rent 2 cabins or 2 tiny houses, this is a good option to save a little bit of money. So I have plenty of headroom here. I'm not even in the highest point. If I was seated on the cushion, I still have headroom. Let it focus. There we go. I still have headroom. But someone who's taller than me, I'm only 5'4", so that might be a little difficult for some people to sit up in bed. Let's look back over here. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows up here. I think they all open, which is pretty cool. And it's just the biggest loft I've ever seen in a tiny house. If you look over, the loft almost goes the entire way across because there is a little mini loft over there for storage as well. So only a small space here that isn't lofted, which is nice because you really want that open space in the living room area. It makes it feel a lot larger. Here's the front end of Lincoln. You can see all of Lincoln's sister houses over here. We have Scarlet, we have Savannah, the little yellow one, we have Zoe, and then Atticus. And like I said, we have a tour already of Atticus, and I'm working on getting the others. Over here we have a couple of tiny houses that are full-time. So we have Nerds Gone Tiny. There's a family of 5 living there. My tiny house, and also another tiny house that just moved in, and I'll hopefully have some updates on that one soon. So that's kind of fun. We're sort of developing a community here. If you're interested in parking next to us, that would be great. There's plenty of parking spots that go around the back there, behind these tiny houses, back over there, so we could really have a nice little community, I think. Once again, there is a community space here. Every one of these tiny houses has a barbecue and a picnic table, so Lincoln is no different. The RV park has a pool indoor, a hot tub, a sauna, a gym, lots of hiking trails, a store, a restaurant, like a game space with a pool table. There's a bus that goes directly up the mountain, so 20 minutes from the ski hill. There's a lot of cool amenities here. Speaking of amenities, if you're interested in the utilities, this is where the electric and water comes from. And they have plumbed these into the sewer already, so you can kind of see where the sewer pipe comes out right there. Just if you're interested in that sort of stuff. They've dug them under the ground, which is pretty cool because it makes it look flush. So that was a quick tour of Lincoln. Check back soon and I'll have the other tours of the other 3 tiny houses here. I might even try to get some of the permanent residence tiny houses as well on the property. If you like this video, make sure to click subscribe. For more tiny house tours, click here. And for tiny house lifestyle videos, click here.